let's talk a little bit about the organic coffee. So this is a heavily coffee producing region then, Chiapas? Okay.
It is. Okay. And not only coffee, but we also produce rabbits for meat, and we have chickens.
Chickens, all right.
And a huge garden. And then over the years, we've been planting fruit trees. The area that we're in happens to be a great area for peaches and pears. We've been introducing apple trees and avocados.
So to grow apple trees, this is a slightly higher region then.
It's 7,500 foot altitude.
Oh, so we're talking 2,000 meters plus here.
Right.
Wow.
And
so a very nice climate.
We have 7.5 months of rain a year. Never gets too cold, never gets too hot.
Yeah.
And we're trying to maintain the forest that's around us.
I see.
And so the flat, the open areas where the trees have died or we've cleaned it out, we're planting fruit trees.
I see.
So they're not in regular order.
Pretty good land then.
It's good land.
Right on. Right. How many acres do you have down there?
We have the equivalent of about 7 acres.
7 acres.
And what we've done is to build my shop, which is a wood shop.
A wood shop. Okay.
And then on the side we have a small welding shop.
I see. So when you say a wood shop, what's the main purpose of the shop?
To have something to do with my father's tools. And we brought, over the 8 years, I brought down a planer and a table saw and band saws and all the hand tools. And so we're working. I hope that when the house is done and we have power to the shop, that I can be doing classes again.
All right.
And for the neighbors and the community.
Man.
We're already loaning out the metal shop to a man who does metal work. And he uses a generator and uses my tools and then pays me for the use of them.
So no electricity down there. You're talking about, in some ways, very undeveloped. Yes. It's very hard to even imagine around here, or even in countries like Brazil, a place with no electricity. It's just non-existent anymore.
Right. Well, there is electricity now in the community, but we haven't hooked it up yet. Additionally, we have the water comes from about 7 miles away. So if anybody wants to get in touch with you to learn more about you, how can they get a hold of you? Email through Flamer, Flamer-RICHARD, my name backwards.
So Flamer-Richard at
hotmail.com.
Hotmail.com. So that was Flamer-Richard at hotmail.com. And of course you're open to anybody to come down there, visit, work, and contribute, send donations and all that, right?
Yes. Yes and no.
Okay.
If you want to come down and visit, bring your own money, because we can't afford to feed you. We can't afford to do that, because all our money goes to the poor.
Right.
However, I'm happy to sort of arrange delegations to lead people around and stuff. And for those who speak Spanish, we have all kinds of work we can be involved in. My wife is part of a cooperative that makes native medicine and organic soaps and shampoos, and so there's plenty of opportunities, but we have no money. So you bring your own money and we'll help you out.
Right on, man. It sounds like you got a lot going on there. For a person like me who's into photography, that'd be sort of a haven place to hang out.
There's lots, and I'm actually working with the photographers there, and there's a photographic exhibition or a photographic group there who are all photographers. In fact, one friend of mine's a Catalan photographer who spent a couple years in Cuba.
Wow.
And so he and I are working together, and we sometimes arrange exhibitions, and there's all kinds of things.
So what's his name?
Javier Nicolas.
Okay, not the other Catalan photographer I met in Peru years ago. But anyway.
But we have, there's lots going on. And,
wow.
It's not an open invitation, but if you write to me.
But you're open to having people get in touch with you.
Sure.
Yes. Okay. Wow. All right. So